Hi guys, I'm back. This is more of what my kids are getting in their boo buckets, boo baskets, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. So let's just get started. I'm actually gonna continue off, like I did yesterday, of this How Things Work book that my 18-year-old is getting. My tablet died while I was trying to film the video, so yeah. But this is what it looks like. Some pages have like pull tabs or whatever you want to on them. Some others don't. First you read, and then so so this one is racers. So then you can read some things about racers, and then you find the little thingy, the lift up thing, and you can read that. This one's trains. Not every page has a little like interactive thingy to just fill the page. This one's about airplanes, so you read about airplanes. And then this one, you're just changing the road view, looking down from above. And you just kind of can look at the story. Yeah, keep going. Helicopters. You can learn about helicopters. Boats. You can learn about some boats. Some are pull tabs, some are lifties, some are whatever. These are submarine. This one says right down here, pull the tab to watch as water fills the ballast tanks and sinks to the ocean floor. Let the water out to watch it rise. So there's a little pull thingy right here. Right here that you just pull down. So I imagine this is when it sinks. This is when it's filled with water. I'm not exactly sure because I don't work on a submarine, but it's really cool. This is the home entertainment, and you just pull this down. So this is a widescreen, and this is the full screen. So this is what people used to watch with the widescreen. It would be half. And this is today's version. Is the wide screen, or full screen, more like. So now it's full screen. Or some channels have widescreen while other channels have the full screen. This is the satellites. Excuse me, DVDs, CDs, and MP3s. And this one right here, it says CD, DVD, and Q&A. What do all these letters mean? And then this little like disc thing that you pull out has CD, DVD, and Q&A, which Q&A means question and answer. And this thing you can just look through. Sorry if I'm going too fast for you guys. You guys can slow down the video if I'm talking too much or if I'm going too fast. I liked how it's like a little shaped book of like a CD, DVD or not, well, kind of like a CD or DVD, which looks really cool. This is what the surface of a CD looks like. And this is what the surface of a DVD surface looks like. I love how it is in like a little CD thingy, and then there's just like a little pouch. The pouch is blue, and it's just made out of like paper kind of. And you can just stick this back inside. There we go. Video games. And what's cool about this one is that that looks like she's like at like the soccer, basketball stadium thing. But when you flip it, she's really at her living room, so it's kind of like really cool doing that. So that's really cool. Telephone wires. Cell phones. It says unfold this timeline to see how cell phones have evolved. And actually, hold on. Because, oh wait. Actually, wait. Oh yeah, so actually what I forgot to mention, this is the airplanes part. This is helicopters. This is boats. Submarines. There we go. That's like a really old remote, kind of, I think. This is satellites. Just can lift this up, and it just kind of shows that, which is really cool. Here's this. Video games. It says, is she really at the game? Nope. I2R just makes it seem like she is. So I2R really makes it seem like she's actually at the basketball game. Telephone wires. This is the timeline for phones. These are how phones have evolved over the years. Because I know I have some adults might be watching with their kids, and these are some of like the old phones that they might have experienced. The first commercial handheld cell phone in the United States was introduced by Motorola in 1983. It weighed 2 pounds and cost $3,995, which that's the first commercial hand cell phone. Next we have is the by 1989. This Microtech was the smallest and lightest on the market. It's still pretty chunky compared to today's models. Clunky. The StarTAC wearable cell phone won an award for its design in 1996. Can you imagine wearing it today? No, I cannot. It was like almost a cell phone built into a microphone or a walkie-talkie, more like. The 2003 model was acted as a walkie-talkie, letting people communicate almost immediately with the touch of a button. And this one, A1000, released in 2004, has a camera, video capability, internet access, and more. So this is more of like when like phones used to like become more like popular with like internet access and video capability and stuff like that. Well, these are more of like the older phones, what you used to more call people on and stuff. There's also the Rare's 3R introduced in 2005 is less than 2 centimeters thick. It's hard to believe a phone that tiny can house all the high-tech must-have features. So now, as you guys can see, we are more up to, in today's world, we are up to iPhones and Samsungs and other phones like that. But depending on when this book was released, this might have been the top phone back then. I don't know. But it goes from like when phones were kind of like not really the like the hottest commodity to like when phones started to like be like the hottest commodity. So that is really cool. Computers. The internet. So this is what you guys are watching my YouTube on. You also do Google on the internet. You also do you search stuff on the internet. Home offices. This one's really cool because it's like a fax machine. It goes through the whole process. So it's like a little thingy. So that's so it says. I'll just roll it out like this for you guys. The original image as it appears to the fax machine. The image scans the image line by line and reads it as a series of light and dark spaces. The light and dark spaces are converted into a series of on/off signals, which is sent to a modern modem that talks to machine. Line by line, the modem changes the page into electronic signals. These signals are sent through a telephone line to another fax machine, and the receiving fax machine uses the signals to print a series of light and dark spaces for each line. Then pulls all the lines back together in a copy of the original. So that is really cool. I like how it kind of has that the 3D kind of appeal. Not 3D, but like pop-up kind of appeal. Kitchen appliances. So this is a it says down here. The liquid refrigerant enters heat exchange, cools in the freezer compartment. As the liquid moves through these coils, it evaporates and removes heat from the refrigerator, right? The freezer. So this is what inside of a fridge looks like, with the items and food that we all have inside of our refrigerator. It says heat exchange coils. This is the evaporator, and down here is the expansion valve, the something, and the compressor. So we don't see it, but down here and up here are little things that are inside our fridge, because there's sometimes bins in the fridge. I know some fridges have bins, like storage bins, in the fridge. Some don't, and we are really and then this is like the fridge that we have nowadays, with like the ice and the water machine built in the fridge. This is grocery store. This is the ATM machine. This is the elevators and escalators. Toys and gadgets. Work on the playground. Construction junction. Then this thing you just turn around. It says, to see examples of 6 simple tools, this wheel itself is considered a simple tool. Okay, so we're gonna spin around. So it says right here, scissors are 2 simple machines put together. 2 first-class levers function together to cut. A wheel turns around an axle, turning them. Turning together, they make moving things easier, like a wagon. A pulley is a wheel with a rope or chain moving over it. If I'm going too fast or spinning it fast, just slow down the video. A wedge is 2 inclined planes put together. Its force can help split things easily. A screw is a wedge blade wrapped around a nail. Every turn of the screw moves the blade part, cutting the pulling into mat rail, and that's a lot of work. Pushing an object, or better yet, wheeling it up an inclined plane, is easier than lifting it. Then we have these skyscrapers. And when we do this, right here, and you do the exact same thing. So it says right here. So I'm not gonna read it, but I'm just gonna do this in case you guys want to read it. You guys can slow down the video. I know I have fast readers and some slow readers, so. So that's really cool. And then this is a try this experiment. Using toothpicks and marshmallows, build a frame for growing up 4 stories. When your frame is ready, see if it's strong enough to hold a book. Design a few different frames. Which shape works best? I actually did that in 6th grade. We were put into groups, and we see who we set we like could we wanted to see who could like build them better structure without it tipping over, and we used marshmallows and toothpicks in our history class. It was really fun, but ours kept tipping over. Traffic signals, highways and byways, bridges. Beam bridges are the most basic kind of bridges. They are weighted at each end to hold the beams in place. They are often supported by trestles, triangular supports along the sides. These are the least expensive kind of bridges to make, but they aren't strong enough to bridge wide areas. And then you pull this. To down here. Arch bridges were used by ancient Romans, as an arch is very stable shape. Some Roman bridges don't use any cement, and the arches are still standing today more than 2,000 years later. Arch bridges can reach farther than beam bridges, sometimes up to 1,000 feet. Suspension bridges can span thousands of feet. They are built with planks running between towns. Cables thread through the towers and pull up, even all the weight of the planks pulled down. Superstition bridges are the most expensive bridges to make. What is that? You just pull this, it extends. What? What? What, Mom? Doing what? This is emergency, and this is really cool because I actually have a few books that you guys will see that my kids are getting in their boot buckets. It's right here, and these ones you just kind of lift, and you can see inside the ambulance, which is really cool. These are roller coasters. Did it say something down there or no? Yeah, it says a fire truck is the same as a fire engine, right? Actually, there is a big difference. A fire engine like the one shown here is equipped with hoses, a pump, and a water tank, and is used to put out fires. Sometimes fire engines are called pumper or tanker trucks. On the other hand, a fire truck has ladders and other equipment used for rescues. The hook and ladder is one specific kind of fire truck. The hook. Here's smoke detectors save lives. Did you know that some ambulances can kneel? When an ambulance driver opens the back door, a porch of air is released from under the truck. This air had been keeping the back end of the ambulance level. When it's released, the back end tilts down so the gurney or wheel bed can roll out more easily. When the doors close, presumed air is put back into the air porch to make the ambulance level again. That's cool. Roller coasters, fireworks. This is very cool because you pull this tab, or you can just, if you want to, individually lift these up, but it's not really that fun if you just individually lift them up. You just really slide this and it shows the different fireworks. Very cool, really cool. Sports technology. This is cool because it's a piano thingy, and then no, that's not a piano. I don't know what that is. Sorry guys, I thought that was a piano. It's not. It might be, I don't know. but I don't think it is. Rock concert. Orchestra instruments, and this is a piano. Now this is a piano. Movie effects, and this is really cool because it's a animation creation. So it says movies are a series of still pictures. The pictures go by so fast that you think you're seeing a moving show. Flip to this little book quickly. The picture will move just like in the movies. So are you guys ready? That is really cool. It says Bobby the Bobcat plays and moves around in front of a blue screen. These shots will be put into a football green screen. If the movie's editors do a good job, it will look like she's really at the game. That's cool. Cameras. Eye and vision. Science and everywhere. So this is called Get Slimed. So it tells you how to make slime, in case you guys are new to making slime. X-rays, CAT scans, and MRIs. This is called fossil fuels. And this one you just turn. No, this one it says land rig. There's a lot of oil hidden under the ocean, and as more and more dry land wells run dry, all oil companies drill offshore. So it says land rig, and then you pull it more. Mobile jack-up platform, fixed platform, self-propelled, floating vessel, something platform. So it just kind of goes through all that, which is really cool. This is the electricity. This is a little thing. You can just look at this book real quick. It's really cool. Has pictures and other fun stuff like that too. And then this is alternative energy. This you just spin. You do it in, okay, so I'm trying to find number one. You have a number one? Okay, let's do, spin the wheel to see 4 ways energy is harnessed from the sun. Oh, okay. 2. Okay, so this. Okay, so here's 1. Like in a greenhouse. 2, 3, and 4. And that just kind of gives you the descriptions. So greenhouses, wind turbines, solar cooker. This is recycling. And this is the exact same thing. You just spin the wheel to see how paper is recycled. So I'm trying to find number 1. Okay. Paper to be recycled is 2. Paper recycling plant. 3. Mixing waste paper and water to form pulp. And 4. Pressed paper. 5. Voila! Recycled paper products. Now this is really cool because tells you what we can put in our recycling bins. And these items just, if I can do it, they pop up. So glass never wears out. It can be recycled forever. And they're on like a pull tab in there. So they can just pop out. Recycling 1 soda can can saves enough energy to run your television for 3 hours. And this one, so this one looks like maybe like a olive oil container. This one looks like a can of soda or pop. And this one looks like laundry detergent. Melted plastic can even be made into very thin thread. That's used to make fleece. Who would have thought that hard plastic could turn into something as soft as fleece? So that looks like a detergent bottle, kind of. Your furniture, your future houses. So that is really cool that you can just learn about all that. Predicting disasters. Space travel. And then you get your index, and then towards the end of the book, you get a huge pull-out poster. This is legit everything that we covered or saw or something in the book. This is just everything that we saw in the book. This is the pull-out poster that says at the beginning, and you can just hang that up. So that's a really cool book. It says. And then the colorful fold-out poster included. So that's that book. So yeah, I don't even know what that is. Okay, bye guys. I'm sorry that was one book in this video, but the video that I make after this will be several books. So bye.